Well, in the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful, we are in part 4 of season 2. Today we're going to work on the reset config together. We're also going to give you a little attention regarding the desk folder. Well, as you can see, we have a desk folder here. Inside the desk folder, there are 3 subfolders. The 3 folders are package, SAS, and themes. The package subfolder contains the JS files related to the desk, which we won't be working with. I mention this in case you need to know a general idea about it. As for the themes folder, we're going to work on it in the next parts, see what it does, and other details. Today we're going to focus on the SAS folder. Inside the SAS folder, you'll see 3 more folders. This is the kernel folder, which is the core of the desk where our CSS is created and other things. We have the global functions, which we'll work on in the next parts, and the config folder, which contains the desk-related configs, and today we're focusing on the co-config reset. As you can see, we have a config reset and a variable reset, which is set to true. This means we've activated the reset. Okay, first let me activate the watcher. Do you want auto watching? Yes. I'll save it once, make a change so the compiler notices the change and performs the compile. Well, as you can see, the compiler has completed the compile and set my reset value to 30 in this section. Here. Well, this reset has been predetermined to set what the code value should be. If I set this to false, you'll see that this code doesn't exist. Here, if there's an after present. After compiling, it's done. You can see that this code no longer exists. Well, this reset code must definitely be after the root. Why? Its structure is predetermined. Unfortunately, I said we should give a general idea about it so you're familiar with the topic. It must be after the root. Why? Because if I want to set the margin to 0, everything should be 0, and then if I use the margin class, I won't encounter any issues. Root is at the very beginning, followed by the reset value, which you can activate or deactivate with true or false. Now I'm activating it again. Here you can see it's coming now. Let it compile. Well, it's compiled, and you can see that this value has been set for us. Okay, now I want to make a change to the code that's set here. For example, I might remove this font family because I don't need it. Or for instance, instead of having margin here, I want to set padding to 0 as well. So I'll set the padding to 0 like this. What do? I go into the kernel folder, which is the core of the desk, then into responsive, then mixins, and finally into the reset.scss file. Inside reset disks, you'll see a mixin with a condition that activates or deactivates, and here you can set your code to determine what your reset value should be by activating or deactivating. For example, I want this to not be there at all. First, I'll comment it out here or I'll just remove it. Very simple. And then here I'll say set all padding to 0. Then here we have h1 to h6 and other elements. For example, I want to add the p value, even though it's selecting all tags, p isn't necessary, but I want to write it here so you can see. I have set my new value here, and the compile is done. When the compile is done, you'll see that first the font family has been removed from here, then the padding value has been added here, and the p tag. You can create your desired reset in this way and make changes to the reset code that's going to sit in your CSS. That was part 4 and the reset config. We're going to work on these configs together in future parts. Goodbye for now.